Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for the secret language of color cards deck casual with Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Stay tuned, and I want to know if you have this deck, and if you do, let me know what you think of it. Why isn't Heather here? Why isn't Heather here? Well, hi, Heather.
Here I am.
Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar. How are you today?
I'm good, and you, sir?
I am doing well. And I'm Tarot Stash. Everybody, please be aware that the links to both of our channels are below. There's lots of different ways you can support the channel. One of the best ways is to like and subscribe. And if you want to do some other stuff, you can do that too. There's like readings and stuff like that. So, but yeah. And so this is the Secret Language of Color Cards deck casual. And this is by Ina Segal. So there we go. We have to make it official. So
there we go.
And Heather, what's going on for you? What's going on for you?
Busy week.
Yes.
And I'm going to need to take a break soon.
There you go.
To get caught up. But no, I love doing my lives, and I love being guests. I love hanging out with everybody. So today is my show with you. I might do a deck reveal a little bit later tonight. I got a new deck that came in the mail yesterday. That's taken about a month to get here, so I'm excited about that. It's for shadow work. But my next show after here, official show, will be with Allison.
Yes.
And if she's in chat, hey girl, hey. And
she is.
Amanda, Tropical Empress and Spirit. Amanda will be co-hosting now with Allison and I on Fridays when her schedule allows. And we are welcoming Carolyn and Peter Booker.
Very nice.
This week. Everybody knows that, Carolyn has some health conditions, which makes it extremely painful and difficult sometimes for her to be able to make shows or to do shows. And then Peter had some surgery this summer, and he's healing up very nicely. So I personally want to thank everybody for sending Carolyn and Peter a lot of healing energy and love and support during this time. I absolutely love them. We all do, Allison and I, and it'll be nice that Amanda gets to meet them. So that will be Friday at 8 p.m. sharp. And then Monday, I have my Divine Feminine with Nancy, A Crone's Intuition. And this week, our guest is Ange from Roots and Waves.
Very nice. And I do want to say hello to the best chatters.
Of course.
The best lurkers, the work lurkers, and the future lurkers. Thank you for being here. And
you forgot one, interdimensional lurkers.
Interdimensional lurkers, we can do that.
Just having fun.
Nancy, A Crone's Intuition is here.
Hi, Nancy.
Plucky Heroine.
Hey, Plucky. It's been a hot minute.
Aries Girl Tarot. Shelly. And Lottie B is here. And
she's a beautiful pianist.
So
thank you.
Beth Aspasia Rising is here. And okay, so Nancy's had this deck for several years. Okay. And Zane, Tarot Token Witchery is here. Hello, Zane. Peace Mama is here. Yes, the live has started. Beth is having trouble with her technology.
Oh,
So
Mercury retrograde, remember. Hey, Vales.
3 shifting veils, Linda Kelzer, Madame Maru,
Maruta.
Suzanne, and Rossi is here. Hello.
Rosanna.
Tom, early ritual. Tom and I also agree that vampires should not sparkle. Just going to put that out there.
I don't mind.
And Rossi is work lurking.
Work lurker.
Linda De Gonzalez is
Linda.
here.
Thank you again for
Hey,
my
Linda.
beautiful reading yesterday, Linda.
Cool. Okay.
Pamela.
I have been on the share for a while.
So she says, I'm color curious and have been on the shore for a while.
Thank you.
So
I mean, I'm having trouble seeing. I went to an eye appointment today, so my eyes are dilated.
Oh, that's right.
So, but
that's why he's got that dewy eye glow to him.
There you go.
Nice and dewy. Perfect for Miss Tarot Sachet.
And that's
me.
Interdimensional lurking. I will have to remember that one. Thank you. Pamela is here. Hello. And Rush Bob's and Barbara. Hello. Richie, Longman Tarot.
Hey, Richie. Oh my God, I miss Richie. You gotta do something.
Thought you were out and about, Richie. Goodness gracious. Inspiration Psychology with Jen. It's great to see you. I hope you are well. And I hope that you're seeing a bit of spring where you are. So.
And this is a great deck too, Jen, for psychology with color and stuff and working with colors.
Linda does have the deck too. Another Heather made me do it. I am hooked on Arizona sweet tea. Way to go, Heather. So
you mean this stuff here?
Oh, good Lord.
And yes, Allison, it's sugar, but I've been a very good girl, so I just settle my sweet tooth every now and then.
I'm just going to leave that right up there for a second while I scroll.
Why not? Why can't they?
Well,
just saying.
We know which team Allison's on. So, Julie Moon is here. Hello. Good to see everybody. Packing lurking. Okay.
Ooh, going on a trip. Okay. Journey.
All right. And Pamela says, I use Energetics of Color deck for color endeavors and questions. Very nice.
Ooh, I don't know if I know that deck.
So, yeah. Allison is on the right side. Okay.
Well,
so
I dare to be different.
There you go. So this is the Secret Language of Color cards. Both Heather and I were introduced to this by Kelly from Dozen Cats Wellness.
Yep.
And Tarot, who has a birthday coming up, actually.
Ooh.
So please, if you're interested in finding out more information about the deck, it is all of the links are below, as are the links to subscribe to all of our channels.
And be sure it's an authentic copy and not a bootleg.
Yeah.
Gotta keep your eye open for that too.
Yeah.
Even on Amazon these days.
Mm-hmm. So the version of the deck that I have was published in 2011. And I did get it from the Zon of Amma. And I'm going by what information is in the book. It does come with a 2-part box with finger places. And the inside has this, little thing to hold the cards and, whatever. But, here's, what, we're supposed to do this.
It is a nice, thick, sturdy box.
It is. So, and there's publisher information and all that good stuff. It is 45 cards. The guidebook itself is 84 pages. And the colors each the colors have a number, and so the contents are listed in numeric order, very close to the rainbow. And all right, so what's the opposite of sparkly? Is there a phenomenon that sucks light in reverse sparkles? Ah, that's interesting. And
Thank you, Linda. A little bit, thank you.
Russ Bobs
Oh,
said, I received this deck a week ago. I bought it because my therapist told me I had too much indigo, whatever that
really?
means.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, our colors can be unbalanced sometimes. Just kind of bring them
Yes.
into alignment.
Mm-hmm. Ramon is here from Moon Scarab. I will be on
Hi.
Ramon's channel tonight at 8 p.m. So come in for that.
Hi, Ramon.
Dull might be the opposite of sparkly. So, and so the book here's the thing that I was looking at is as I was reading the guidebook, and what's interesting is, of course, with any oracle deck, you can use it however the heck you want. So this card set has been specially created to give you a deeper understanding of different qualities of each color, so you can begin to apply the healing powers of color in your life. So,
Nice.
and so that's in there. And how have you used the deck? Just we're going to start with that, and then we are going to start showing the cards, everybody. So calm down.
So for me, most people in chat know I'm an artist. I have a degree in fine arts, yeah, BFA, and painting was my focus, my love, still is. And so when I saw Kelly get these, I was just like, oh, I have to get this because for the last, I would say about last 8 or so years, I've been throwing around an idea of creating a book and just studying, researching color. And as I got back into tarot and oracle, of course, more about energy and doing maybe color paintings in the future. And so these cards have been great for readings. I even was able to take them a couple times to some support groups that I go to.
I see.
And my counselor, or the one who was running the group, would have people just kind of randomly pick a card. And I was telling Gerald backstage, one woman was like, "These aren't tarot cards, are they?" And we were like, honestly, truthfully, no, they're not.
Yeah,
We just
they're
been
not.
told they were oracle.
Nope.
But when people started turning them over and started looking at them and going, "Oh, these are kind of pretty," and then we would ask, "Well, what does this color? How does this color make you feel? What does it represent to you? What does the message say to you?" And because she knows that this is who I am behind the scenes from group, she would kind of have me talk a little bit about color, and I was explaining, well, orange is your solar plexus, or your sacral area, and I would kind of explain a little bit, so not to give too much away, but to be able to make and they'd be like, "Oh, you're very same woman was like, "Oh, you're so knowledgeable." So they are
Yeah.
great for therapies and intuitive painting, art, inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Rossi has the
yay,
deck.
nice.
Got the deck about a month ago, working on using them.
How do you like it, Rossi? Everybody who's been working with it, I would love to hear everyone's feedback. Well, Gerald and I would love to hear everybody's.
And Linda said, I used the meditation on the card. Imagine the healing energy of the color. And this is the thing that is a good thing to be aware of. Is there are different ways that you can use the deck, and there's frequently asked questions. But I'm going to show, like for instance, this card, it's rainbow, and it has a number here, and then it has a statement, connect to spirit in nature. And then in the guidebook, they give a way to do that. So there is additional information. The creator actually does a lot of online teaching and online certifications. So it's so there's a lot of availability for that there, and so it's an easy book to use, and so there's that.
And I like how she mentions that you can put the card on you, you can hold and meditate, or you can find a piece of clothing, scarf, or something, and wear it and meditate
Yes.
with that color on you as well. So lots of different ways.
Yeah. Part of it is, Heather, I agree with you. It is the cards are an opportunity to focus your intention and to be aware of what you want to draw in.
Yes.
You can use one card, you can use multiple cards. It's all fine. She even talks about in the book, what to consider if you negatively react to a color. So I think it's very helpful there.
Yeah.
So
she offers you to do a Discord, write, try to dig deep in. Why does this color avert you? What is it? I don't know. You may be colorblind, perhaps, or it may be a color from a memory in your past that might have been traumatic or overly emotional for you. And so it's always good to have a journal when you do anything, or a journal to write that down and to work through that.
So the card stock is fine. It's not a horrible card stock. It's shuffleable. There is no edging. But what you can see is when you sort of hold the cards, you can see the rainbow there.
Like a
Here are the
bag of
backs.
Skittles.
Did you edge yours?
No.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'm going to ruin my cards if I try to edge them. So I kind of refrain. But the only thing is they're a little glossy. I wish they were a little more matte, but otherwise.
Well, they're not super glossy, but they're not fun for us to use on a live.
So you got to play around with it a little bit. And then I wish they were just maybe a little small, because not everybody has, big hands.
Well, and
and they may have tiny hands.
And I'm not even going to mention the tiny hands. However, the cards are 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches, or 9.5 centimeters by 14 centimeters. And if you need to know what that looks like compared to a Centennial RWS, that's the difference.
Yeah.
I would say these are pretty standard Oracle size cards. So, and so there's that. They are borderless in the sense that around here there's no border, but at the bottom all of the cards have the color, the title, the number, and then the statement. So
I like that there's no borders. I'm not a big border fan.
Yeah. All right. Rossi says, I use color in meditation, so I use them to understand messages. Also, some angels have identifying colors. Very good point, Rossi.
Yes.
Thank you. And Allison says, yep, my dad's favorite color is yellow. Major issues with my dad, hence I don't like the color yellow.
Oh, okay.
And Beth shared, examining why you dislike a color is very helpful. Every time that's happened to me, it's been linked to a childhood event.
There you go. Okay. Color is powerful.
Yes, color is very powerful. And by the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really? So, and so I was the mean guest, the mean host, and I said, Heather, pick 10 of your favorites. So I didn't actually pick 10. So we're going to talk about cards that we are really drawn to. and cards that we need help understanding. So,
And that was
so
hard for me because being an artist, every color, like Allison and I were talking this morning. I love every color except for when you get into puce and some of these other off colors, but I love every color. It's kind of hard, like asking you to pick your favorite child or your favorite crystal, you know.
right, right. Well, and you have talked about color a lot on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
And you were doing a series where you were using these colors and you were having people come on and talking about color.
Yes, my spirit of
So
color.
yeah,
Deb H was, I think, my first guest. I had Tangy on. We did Tangerine. The Crone Zone, the ladies, Priscilla and Heather, we did teal. And
right.
Sherry H and I did Cobalt Blue. And Ramon was my last guest, and we did red.
Nice. Very nice. All right. What's a color you'd like to share with people? And so you can tell us briefly why you like it.
Well, I'm going to have to start with the obvious, indigo. And what's really interesting in this deck, the colors for indigo and for purple, she used the same in the card, so they're very simultaneous. Um, the indigo has always, since my late 20s, has just kind of been my color, been my word, been my thing. So I'm very sure that I'm pretty positive I'm an indigo. And my birthday fits around that time too. And with the indigo, I went ahead and highlighted. It's, and again, YouTube. Um, this is for entertainment purposes only, but she discusses that indigo is good for helping your vision. She mentions like headaches, ears, and eyes, and all that kind of thing. But indigo is a color, one of your higher chakra colors. That's like really connected to like your spiritual abilities, connecting, like touching with to me, the spiritual, I'm your guide. So it's a very good color to really start tapping in and working with your guides and developing your psychic ability.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, when visualized, indigo provides a sense of clarity and purpose.
Nice.
And her, let me find, so for her visualize, no, so her affirmation, which is I love her affirmations for her cards. For the indigo, it is divine intelligence. Please allow what I have seen in my vision to manifest in the perfect time and in the perfect way. So
Nice.
maybe Barbara. I was picking the blue. Barbara, maybe if your therapist feels that you may have too much indigo, maybe start working with some colors that are more lower to the lower chakras, grounding colors like browns and reds and oranges. Maybe you need to kind of get grounded more to help be able to balance all that out. So what she does provide in the book is a visualization showing you where all your chakras are and how you can just go through each chakra and feel that the colors are balanced, if one might need to be strengthened a little bit more. And that too can possibly help with getting, more grounded and more aligned with your energy.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
so now,
I
are
want
we
to
going
say
to go
hi.
back and forth? Or,
Yeah, I want to say hello to a few people. I always like to bounce
hi,
back into the
Candy.
chat. Kathy is here and said, "Oh, I love this deck. One of my integral most used decks. I use it for so many reasons and scenarios."
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And I'm a big supporter of using a deck that works for you and having the deck be available to grow and evolve. So, and Three Shifting Veils said, my dad's favorite color was yellow. Also, and besides black, white, and gray, it was the only other color he could see. Okay. And Michelle Marie is here,
Hi,
Astrological Tarot.
Michelle,
Great
Jonathan,
to
and
see you.
Rosie. Mwah.
Yes, yes, yes. Majestic Oracle is here. Hello.
Jay. What's up, girl?
And Jen says, I like all colors and have no real issues with any color. However, I cannot stand blue sheets for some reason.
Okay.
Okay. No worries. And I'm in love with all colors. My favorite is purple.
And there you go, Tiffany. There's purple.
There you go. Hi, Mary Hernandez Walker. Thanks for being here. I don't like blue sheets either. Also, don't like blue walls or so.
I'm blue, da ba dee da ba doo.
So one of the things that I liked about this deck, I liked number 28, which was black. And the reason I liked black is I appreciated find richness from the dark night. And I like the image. So you're not just looking, so with this is there is an image that evokes that color and is made up of that color. So I appreciated this, and I very much like the sentiment. So
that was one of my cards. Yep, I love that.
great. All right. What's another card that you have?
Well, in honor of Miss Tarot D, I had to pull on to the purple. I was pulling some cards too for some of my favorite peeps. And I know
And
a
what
lot of
number is
my favorite
that?
peeps love purple. So this is favorite colors that Miss Tarot D wears. My Miss Nancy loves. A lot of people in our community love purple. So it's about developing mental clarity. And let me just back up because it was the color right before indigo. And
Hi, Annie Hamlet.
it's hi Annie, and it says use purple to clear your mind and let go of negativity. So again, purple is another healing color. It's a soothing color,
Yeah.
just like your amethyst crystal. And the affirmation that she gave for the card for purple is saying, divine spirit, please install thoughts and feelings of clarity, peace, and gratitude. I love the gratitude part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay, you want to do another one and tell me which number it is?
okay, so my girl and I were talking about colors this morning, and she said she loves brown, one of her colors, and I do too. And so we both love fall. Fall is coming. So I pulled out the Auburn, number 11, and
Okay.
it's ground yourself. I was choosing between two. I was choosing between the Auburn and the brown, which I think I like how they go both because it's ground yourself while creating boundaries. So for the Auburn, again, getting grounded, this would be like a color from that deck, Barbara, that you can meditate with too, because brown is an earthing color. If you feel you need to get more grounded, meditating with like browns and deep earthly colors, ochres, reds is a good choice to choose. And for number 11, the affirmation is divine spirit, connect me to your infinite power and intelligence. Allow me to walk my true path of wisdom, peace, and joy. And for me, that's exactly how I feel every fall, sitting outside, painting, looking at the changing colors, walking through the
Mm-hmm.
woods, hearing the leaves crunching. You can smell the leaves. So that's my other card.
This is a great little color, and
Mm-hmm.
hypnicity is here.
Hey, Nanani.
And if I've missed people coming in, my apologies. Allison said greens, blues, purples, and browns are absolutely my favorite. So, and Beth says I have a lot of brown tones in my home. It makes me feel cozy. There you
There's a
go.
couple
Yeah.
brown cards. There's one for chocolate. There you go, Barbara. I love autumn. And there's another brown. And I just love the little leaves growing out of it. So, yeah.
Well, most beautiful antique furniture and happy plants. Yep. So, all right, I'm going to have you do another one, and then I'm going to do one. So,
Okay.
what number is it?
So it is number 37. This is
Thank
for
you.
Ramon because he loves blue. Even though he was willing to do right with me, he loves blue. So for all my blue people and Sherry each, boom, activate your healing power. And let me go down to that page. And 37. There's lots of blues in this deck as well as purples and reds. So the blue, of course, is part of the blue ray, the healing ray. So blue activates healing powers, increases vitality, and has a calming effect when people feel nervous, manic, or overexcited. So the use of the blue light to assist you in healing your body. It's a beautiful healing color. And the affirmation is divine sword of light, heal, purify, and regenerate this area. And then while you're imagining that with the beautiful blue light with the card or in your hands, holding that area over your body and just saying that and imagining everything all connected and everything all healing. So there you go, Ramon. There's your blue.
There you go. Jane the Seeker is here. And so
Jane?
Jane is nap lurking. And the Care
Ooh.
Bear, Bard of Cards, is
Hi,
here.
Karen.
So, and
Yeah, there's like 6 different cards associated with purples and violets in this deck. So
yeah. Jeff, Tarot Ask Backwards, is here. Hello.
hey, Gerald. I mean, not Gerald. Hey, Jeff.
I'm
Hey,
Gerald
again.
That's Jeff.
That's Jeff.
And Fran is here. Good to
Fran.
see you. So, all right. I picked magenta.
There we go. Bada boom.
I like the color magenta. Just in general, it makes me extremely happy. And so this is card number 5, and it's connect to your deepest inner knowing.
Ooh.
So magenta is a color that makes me very happy, and I enjoy that. And I also like peonies are magenta in color, and they are my favorite flower. They remind me of my maternal grandmother and my mother. So
they smell so good too.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. All right, what's the next card you've got?
Number 2. And there was a lot of reds to choose from. But I really liked the deeper red because I've been drawn to the deeper reds lately. So, and it says free yourself from pain. So I started noticing a pattern with some of the cards because I had picked the black and it's about working with the darkness, and the 2 browns about grounding and establishing boundaries, freeing yourself from the pain. I had another card set aside for Plum, which was about overcoming obstacles. So for red, energy, vitality, power, and draws interesting money and prosperity into your life, which was new because I associate that typically with the color green. And red, of course, is your root chakra. This is where we get our fight or flight. This is where, we draw from our sensuality, our sexuality, where, we envision keeps being warm, red, like the red of a flame, even though the flames are more like an orange, yellowishy blue, still it gives you that impression, especially sometimes the sun at night when the moon gets kind of redder, that sense of mystique, that comes in with the red. And of course, the book is referring to freeing yourself from pain. She does mention circulation, assistance, and her affirmation is for this card is color is divine intelligence, move your healing light through my mind and body so I can return to a state of vibrant health. And what Gerald too I want to point out is I love the affirmations because especially too when we do readings with these and people who have the cards, they can do it themselves as well. They can take the message and then power is put into their hands. They're empowered to help work and heal themselves and moving their lives forward. So I like decks that offer those kinds of, prompts or affirmations so that, when we give the message, people can,
use it and
empower
apply
themselves
it.
and use it. Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
There was a lot of love. I believe it was for Magenta with Mary Magdalene, maybe associated with it. And Allison loves magenta, definitely a happy color. And peonies are gorge. And Jess said that that's their color. And Nancy said, Gerald, when I was little, I had a magenta taffeta dress. That color brings back those memories. I felt like such a big girl. I was 5. And I think that's cool. And Beth said, taffeta is an underrated material, Nancy, and a great name for a toy poodle. Yes, yes. And Beth says, I like reds with black undertones. I don't like reds with yellow undertones. I love barn red. And guess what? I understand exactly what you mean because I talk about that in my color class that I do for with quilt color. I have a Norfolk pine tree that we're struggling with in our little apartment, Beth. Our ceilings are 75 and
7 foot
7 foot, and she keeps growing and growing. I told Jonathan that we may have to move for the tree. So, Kaylee is here. Hello.
Hey,
Good to
Kaylee.
see you. So, and Kaylee likes color too, I'm assuming, Kaylee.
She's an artist.
Magenta is my favorite color for party dresses. I made one a few years ago. Sadly, the left shoulder strap tries to crawl off.
Ooh, we'll just let that slip off and
that's a different show. That's a different show.
That's a show for Miss Tarot Sachet.
That is. All right. So, what's your next color?
I have number 15. I have amber. Awaken your creativity. I had to go with the creativity, and again, your sacral chakra. Also works with your lower red and your upper yellow as well. And I just love the color of amber. And with the creativity, and it's a fantastic color for increasing your creativity and strengthening your manifestation abilities. And amber is also one of my favorites. It's not necessarily a stone; it's a resin, but I love the energy that comes from amber. And it says, wear amber to awaken your creative talents and abilities. And the affirmation is, infinite intelligence, awaken my creative talents and abilities, free me to participate in amazing and fun experiences. So, yeah, reminds me of honey, sweetness.
Yeah. Amber itself is a beautiful color. And the resin is amazing.
And it's a fall color.
Tara 12 is here. Hello, we're glad you made it. And we're talking about the secret language of color cards. So glad to have you here. And Moonfox Knight 17 is here. Love it.
Moonfox. I like that.
So one more martini and you won't care. Problem solved, Linda.
Chocolate martini. I don't know if anyone's ever had a chocolate martini. Oh, so
yes. And Kaylee said, I just got an amber bracelet to go with my necklace and earrings.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the amber card. It's great. All this talk about magenta dresses. LOL, my mother wore a magenta dress to my sister's wedding. Oh. She didn't steal the show, but it definitely got a lot of attention. It was beautiful. So, and Moon Fox is sitting next to my art supplies, including colored pencils.
Ooh, I have lots of sets, girl. What's your set? I got a whole bunch of them. Sorry, Gerald. I get excited when I see fellow artists. Oh my God, yes, Beth.
Beth freaking loves chocolate martinis, and red is Mukali's favorite color. Yeah. Makali's, thank you. I can't see. We try to incorporate it into our weekly altar bouquet. Yeah. Nice. They are using Prisma pencils.
Very nice. One of the best.
So yeah, and this is, I think it's an important thing. Is this? This is a set of 45 cards, and what's interesting is just watching this, and we're showing a few cards, and people are having. They're having reminders of past experiences. They're having great memories. So color is an extremely important part of your spirituality, just finding joy. And in the guidebook, she does talk about some of her clients. She was, some of her clients were lacking energy. And the person was always wearing black, and she's like going, well, try to change what you're wearing and the colors, and it does make a bit of a difference. It's quite great.
And black is great because all colors just vibrate off of it. So if you like to wear something black, throw on a red scarf or an orange, or whatever little accessory.
Yep.
Color is
And
very evocative.
hi, Sandy. Great to
Hi,
see you.
Sandy. Been a while.
And Michelle Marie said, according to Google, magenta is a color of universal harmony and emotional balance. Wonder why that's going on so much these days. Don't answer that. So I picked Azul. It's beautiful. And, so this is, there's a lot of people out there that are sharing pictures of clouds and the sky. I also like to do a lot of fabric work, fabric paintings with blues in the sky, and they're really great. And it's protect yourself. So for a long time, my favorite color was blue as a child. I'm still a fan of blue. So yeah. And Kathy Tortoiseshell Moon said, I can smell that amber card. It's a warm, earthy, rich. Yes, earthy.
Like patchouli.
Yeah.
So you see that, and you can smell that beautiful patchouli resin.
Mm-hmm. We never realized how blessed we are
yes, Kaylee.
to see all the colors we do. Yeah. And Allison said, absolutely, color is huge. It's one of the blessings we get to enjoy during this earthly experience.
And something else she mentioned this morning is that there are colors that people that have had near-death experiences that come back over and say, you would not believe colors that exist on the other side that our eyes can't pick up here, and they're incredible. So, yep.
Yeah. The color azul immediately makes me think of the sea. Yeah.
Water. Yeah. Yes.
So, blues and greens are my jam. Love them. Mm-hmm.
Well, Tara's got a lot of mine too.
And and I think color therapy. It works for you if you want it to work for you. It works for you even if you don't believe it. But color and light waves are just energy, and energy has a lot of it resonates at different levels. So,
and if you love color, do you like working with color and personality? Color Astrology is also a great book to get. Nancy found her copy in excellent condition. I think, Nancy, you said it was what, $9, I think, on Amazon. So if you like that, this is great to go maybe along with your secret language of color cards as well. Just a suggestion.
Years ago, when I went to a psychic fair, and someone did free reading with me with the deck. Oh, that's fun.
Very cool.
That's fun. All right. Do you have another card to share?
I do. And they're one of Tara's favorite colors. So I went ahead and I pulled turquoise. And I lived in the Southwest too for quite a few years. And I absolutely love all shades of turquoise. It's all about, for them, it's about awakening your empathy. But turquoise is also, the color blue is good for your throat chakra as well, and being able to speak your truth and being able to express yourself. And I'm looking for my book, and it's sitting right in front of me. Uh, so it's for communication with feelings. It definitely builds confidence in your abilities, connects you with your intuition, and awakens your empathy. Turquoise makes ancient wisdom available and provides a sense of connection to your inner mastery. And the affirmation for turquoise is, I can now place myself in other people's shoes and talk to them from a place of love and compassion. So turquoise, and for me too, turquoise waters, very similar to the aqua card. So a lot of these colors and their meanings overlap too with each other.
Kaylee said to me, turquoise is the combination of my two favorite colors, blue and green. And Kathy Tortoiseshell Moon said, I love the word turquoise. It's nice to say. Turquoise or turquoise? Turquoise. So, yeah, I bet some people just started to cringe. there. Beth said, turquoise is one of my very favorite colors. I lived in the desert right on the border, and when I went to Mexico, which was often, the turquoise houses are beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
And then when you go in the Navajo, like in Santa Fe or in areas of Arizona, and they lay out their turquoise wares with their silver, sterling silver, just absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So I actually pulled out the color pearl because I am a big fan of pearl, and it's connect to the divine. So I like pearls and I like pearlescence. It is for me, it's very beautiful, and it does remind me of the divine. So I think it's just a lot of fun, and I was really happy to see it in the deck. So, okay. And Sandy Johnson said, I always felt like I had a light turned on when wearing turquoise.
There you go. You find the stones and the colors that resonate with you and your vibration.
Yeah. All right. What other colors do you have? And then I have a couple that I have questions about.
Okay, so I pulled emerald. Again, it was really hard to kind of pull because the other greens had nature, and I absolutely love nature. But the emerald one really resonates with me. It is one of the colors of your heart chakra. Pink and emerald are the two colors that resonate within your heart. And the emerald, too, which I don't think it mentions here in the book. A lot of people are talking about, like with Linda in chat, who does the Akashic Records, they talk about the emerald tablets. Whether they're actually physically real, I'm not sure. But the green, the emerald, it's about wisdom. It's about earthing too for me as well. It's connecting to your roots. It's like that blossoming for me. In the book, it says, "Calm your mind, body, and soul." And it helps with overcoming fears, releasing frustration, and creating calm. Brings harmony to challenging situations, dissolves aggression, mends a broken heart. Self esteem attracts abundance, as a card of abundance as well, and replenishes your energy. And the affirmation is divine love. I rejoice in the wonder of nature. Every time I focus on the greenery around me, I feel calm, perfect balance, and harmony. So,
Very nice.
yes, love that.
Very nice.
Love that shade.
A lot of love for pearl. Pearl is gorgeous, classic, and timeless, Tara 12 said. And Moon Fox Knight 7 said, pearl makes me think of white horses. And yes, Linda, pearl is formed from the grit.
That's how you know a real pearl. If someone says, "Oh, these are real pearl," and you're not sure, just take one, and if you feel a grit underneath your tooth. I know I used to bead. I used to make jewelry, so that's how you would.
Also, the dark green of the forest floor, comfort, security, embrace. Yeah, yeah. And there you go. And Tortoiseshell Moon Kathy said, that's my fave card in the deck, Emerald. It really speaks to me. So, and Linda's going to be looking into the Emerald tablets. Yeah.
A lot of people have different opinions about, my guides say the tablets are this. Another person says mine are this. So it's interesting, Linda, what you tap into personally and what you feel. That would be great.
And Tara 12 said, yes, emerald, rich, vitality, wisdom, and glorious. And this would be something that if people are so inclined and you have this deck and you want to do more, you could easily write on the back more information, more things that that work for you, as well as on the card. So I think this is very much a personalization of the cards. I'm a big fan of, well, I'm going to get something and I'm going to write on it. So,
and I think I'm going to start writing the affirmations on the back of these. So
I think that could be great. Just make sure you get a good marker. So Beth said, I used to buy cabochons and would brush the pearls across my teeth for
Mhm.
authenticity.
Same thing with the turquoise. Make sure that it's actual turquoise and not dyed howlite. That's
Mm-hmm.
how some people.
So, all right. Do you have more colors? We're at about 50
Oh,
minutes.
I do love. I had couples say next to me that if I could, I love plum. I'm a very purpley, dark blues, indigo color kind of girl, but plum was overcoming your challenges. So that was me. That's number 41. Um, so let me just go ahead and pull it up here. So plum is a color of devotion, dedication, and commitment that connects you to your heart and life purpose. So, another beautiful aspect of this card, creating deep bonds in friendships and relationships. It also assists you to stay strong through hardships and difficult situations. Plum is a color of deep inner strength and faith. And, oh, excuse me. And the affirmation is Divine Spirit, please use the plum ray to guide me through any challenges I may experience with ease, grace, and softness. So that's very nice, very lovely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Beth loves plum. It's a good color for me too. So, and all right, we have a question from Inspiration Psychology with Jen. If you have the time, can I ask what the card or book says about the color gray? Thank you.
And there you go. Learn to scan your body. And I can just share really quick the affirmation too with that, if you like. It says here, well, first of all, gray identifies blockages in your body or aura, providing information about your mental, emotional, and physical state. Use gray to give you an alternative point of view and provide you with strength while dealing with challenging situations that you feel are hopeless. And for your affirmation, it's divine intelligence. Please release all stuckness and limitation from my life so I can welcome freedom, creativity, and well being. So there you go. And it was hard for me to notice at first, but this is like the two hands. It's a statue, and the hands are folded over, and
Mm-hmm.
so
Yes.
it took a while for me when I first. I was like looking, going, wait a minute, that's a statue. So
And full disclosure, one of the cards isn't really a color. It's called brilliance.
brilliance.
And brilliance says, discover your sparkle.
Unless you're a vampire.
Well, yeah, we don't do that.
I couldn't resist, but yes.
Yeah.
My vampire can sparkle if they want.
So there's that. There's silver in here as well. So, but yeah.
And gold. Last year, was it last year? No, the year before, 2 years ago, Allie from Heart and Soul Connected joined me for a color. That's right, a color, spirit of color for the holidays, and we did silver and gold readings.
Nice.
So lots of different ways to be able to use it. And white is in here as well. And it says lighten up.
There you go. Lighten up. How many times have I heard that? All right. I have 3 cards that I want to share that I'm a little annoyed with or something, but what cards do you have left?
Well, I'm just curious if one of the ones that annoys you is the same one that annoys me.
Well, you're my guest. What number is it?
35.
That's not a number. 35? Okay.
This one was just way too strong for me. It could have been toned down, or the image could have been a little bit nicer. Like
I'm a big fan of the color cyan.
Me too.
And you can see that, cyan is exactly the color of behind our names.
Mm-hmm.
So, but cyan is, it's magenta, cyan, and yellow are the colors that are used in printing.
Mm-hmm.
And black or key. So,
I just wish you would have done more with the color with the card, because it's just so strong. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Compared to the other, I was just like, whoa, So
yeah. So build your confidence.
Yes.
Yep. Well, so then I actually, one of the things that I had that I was like, I was disappointed in is ruby,
Oh,
because this is, they've done some fractaling with it and manipulation of it to get it to sort of look like a ruby, um, and rejuvenate your body. I like the message. The image is like, well, okay.
that's one of the ones I like. Interesting.
Is it? So what
Mhm.
is it that you like about it? Is it just the
I
color or?
love, because of being an artist too. I love that it's a faceted ruby, but I also love the design, the value contrast,
Ah,
the
okay.
difference. To me, it just speaks really. To me, it's cool. I just I can see myself taking a picture of that and playing around with it on one of my art things, and then going and doing like a painting or a drawing using the various values that are in
Sure.
that. So for me, that's it was just like
Well,
cool.
and see, this is one of the reasons that we do this, because
Mm-hmm.
something that I don't care for is something that
Yeah,
everybody,
like
and
to
we
see.
have that appreciation. So that's cool.
Hmm.
All right. Do you have something else to share? We've got just a few more minutes.
I do love. I'm glad I was able to bring another one. I do love lilacs. I grew up with two lilac trees, and were in the house that I grew up, and we had another one at an apartment house that we lived at for a while that just lined the whole side, and lilacs are only in bloom for about a week, depending, or 2 weeks of the year where I'm at. And so you just have a few days or about a week to really enjoy that beautiful aroma of lilacs. And it's about strengthening your faith. It's another purple card. It's a higher vibration card connecting you with your guides and to your spirituality and your abilities. And I'm just looking down here, so I was expecting to have another one. So, um, yeah, it activates your intuition, increases your psychic abilities. It's a gentle color that encourages you to expand your spiritual awareness and improve your connection to the divine. And the nice things about the softer values of these colors is that if some people have been through anything, that certain things are like traumatic, or have a very strong energy to them, not everyone can their body's frequency or vibration can really handle like a strong color. They might need something gentle and soothing to initiate the healing or whatever they need to work on. So I love the softer colors for that with your chakras. And the affirmation for lilac is: with every breath I take, my faith in myself and the divine is renewed. I am ready to receive the highest love and abundance from the universe. So that's a
Okay.
perfect card for me to end on. That's a beautiful message. So.
Yeah. There was a question. Can you eat lilacs? And thank you, Michelle Marie. Lilac flowers are edible if they haven't been sprayed with pesticide.
Pesticides, so be very
So,
careful. Yeah.
and I do love lilac because lilac reminds me of my mother. One of the things that I was slightly disappointed with is the color that follows lilac is mauve,
And they're both the same. Yes.
and they're both lilacs. And I'm like going,
Really?
well, okay. So, but again,
Like indigo and purple
minuscule,
with me. Hmm.
minuscule annoyance.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
That's exactly how I felt about the purple and the indigo. They're the same colors in the picture. This one
Hmm.
here, the indigo should have been a little bit darker. The more darker, deeper essence of what
Yeah.
indigo really is should have been in the forefront.
So, everybody, thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me, Heather.
Thanks for
And
having me.
yeah, secret language of color cards.
We should do a
And
show where we're just reading with these cards.
so
That
we
would be fun.
can figure that out. So it's nice because when you do this, you can actually see all of the colors. And so it's the cards just themselves are lovely, and then the messages are there, and you should she should you can use them. And one of the things that she talks about, which I find is very helpful in the guidebook, she talks about how you can layer colors to help you do your energy work or your
Mhm.
healing work. So it's very, very powerful. very powerful.
And if you go to do artwork too, if you feel like you want to create a palette for that day, what colors resonate with you? Okay, I'll take a purple, I'll take a yellow because they're complements, maybe dash in a little bit of ruby, a little bit of chocolate, and then play with the color palette. Listen to yourself intuitively with your cards as well for your creativity.
Yes, lilacs do come in different shades, yes, but it's me being an ass.
No, it's you being perfectly on, and I mean you were on point because when you look at the cards, it's just a close up of the bush that she had for the other one for mauve. So to me there really could have been a different card.
Is it mauve or mauve,
Mauve.
potato or
Depends.
potato?
Yep.
Kiba's joined us.
Hi,
Hello.
Kiba.
And Moon Fox Knight 7. Thank you for having me. I'm
you're
happy
welcome.
to join. Thank you for being this. And Gerald, you should do a fabric artwork by pulling cards for yourself and matching fabrics to them. Already on it. I've got a couple of other color decks that I could do. So yeah, it could be a fabric reading piece. Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom. Have fun. Don't work
I
too
wasn't
hard.
keen on the key word on the white card, but it was fine out of the book. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Understand what it means. Yep. So, yeah. Well, thank you, Jen. It's great to see you.
Yes.
Heather, any last minute thoughts or announcements before we head off?
No, just the show that not just the show, but the show this Friday night with Carol and Peter Booker, with Allison and Amanda, Tropical Empress and Spirit, with us. Totally looking forward to having them on Friday night. It's been a while, so it's always a pleasure. Carol and Peter, were part of a paranormal investigative team in London, in England, where she met Peter, and they still do a few. I don't know if they do investigations, but Carolyn's very tapped in, and her and Peter like to share stories. People show up in chat sometimes with dream questions, or they want to discuss a place that they lived at where they weren't sure if something was paranormal or not. And people want to just share stories. So Friday night, come hang out and chat with us.
Well, and people will know about that because they are subscribed to your channel, right?
If they resonate.
This is the other deck that I have, the Energetics of Color. This is one that Lisa Papez, somebody had mentioned it, I believe, in the chat that they were working through this one. And Kaylee, this is one where I would be definitely pulling these colors and paying attention to the energies flow of that. But the thing is if I'm going to do something like that with fabric, I'm going to need more fabric.
Well, good thing that there's sales that go on at Joann's and whatnot. So
there you go.
Or Hobby Lobby, or Michael's.
So, all right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Heather, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I am later today with Ramon at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then I'm doing readings with Ken and Bobby on Thursday, and then I'm doing yes or no readings on Friday. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes, everybody, take care.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.